Hundreds of people packed Newtown High School tonight to voice their opinions on what should be done in response to those shootings. News
8's Neka Nuaso is live in Newtown to show us some of those ideas. Neka?
Well, Ann and Darren, that hearing is just winding down here at Newtown High School, with many of the speakers tonight saying that mental health care is just as important as gun control. David Wheeler lost his son Ben in the Sandy Hook shooting last month. But to him, the issue is not the Second Amendment, but the First.
The liberty of any person to own a military-style assault weapon and a high-capacity magazine and keep them in their home is second to the right of my son to his life.
He was one of about 150 people to speak at the hearing of the state's Gun Violence Prevention and Children's Safety Task Force Wednesday.
The leaders of the Connecticut State Legislature want to respond in a thoughtful way that transcends politics.
After hearings in Hartford, legislators held this public meeting at Newtown High School. The majority of speakers live in town, including first responders and victims' families.
I remember looking at him in his casket and holding his hands. No parent should hold this memory of their child.
Most favored strict gun background checks and a ban on assault rifles.
As a gun owner and someone who enjoys the sport, I can assure you there's absolutely no reason that civilians need to have or should have access to high-powered assault weapons or mega magazines.
Just as important as gun control, many say improved mental health care is essential. They say concerned providers should be able to go to police without violating patient confidentiality. They also suggest beginning mental health care in childhood.
Our children need to learn that they can choose love over anger. Jesse wrote a message on our kitchen chalkboard sometime shortly before he died. The message was written in 6-year-old writing and phonetically spelled and said, "Nurturing, healing, love." I found it about 2 weeks after he died. This message of comfort and inspiration was for me, for my family, and for the world.
Newtown residents say the world is watching, and it's up to lawmakers to act.
Let's honor the founding documents and get our priorities straight.
Now, there were a few pro-gun advocates who spoke here tonight, but there were many more who spoke at the hearings in Hartford earlier this week. Now, from here, legislators will take everything that they've heard and use it to make recommendations for new laws. And I'm told that they hope to do that within the next month. Live in Newtown tonight, Neka Nuaso, News 8.